Okay, and Religion of Piss News would not be complete without our favorite walking sleeper cell, Ilhan Omar. Y'all, there's some wild stuff going on with Ilhan Omar, like super crazy. I think Greg Gutfeld summed it up pretty perfectly. He was like, "Why can't we arrest this heifer?" Roll that clip.
Is this what I have to do until I fill out that my parole sheet? I don't know what I'm doing here. This is the best. She doesn't even answer any of the
He's a
questions.
student.
A simple question: Who's protecting her? Why are they protecting her? She married her sibling. She's an alleged fraudster. She's implicated in a ton of cases. I just want her to remove the headscarf and see if she has a Nazi symbol on it, because that would be the trifecta. But if she's not going to testify on her own behalf, what can we do? I wish we had a lawyer here that could tell me what we can do. Can she be arrested? How hard is this? If mafia bosses went away for less. She's the perfect example of a trickster who exploited the system, paralyzed by identity politics. That's why when she's being implicated in all this, she's calm, cool, and collected. She thinks she's going to get off.
Yeah. But Greg, that nice kid sitting there in the back, he's just a high school student.
And then we've got this very interesting thing that Nancy Mace had to say. Nancy Mace has been getting ballsier and ballsier. It's like, now that Marjorie Taylor Greene is gone, she's like, I'll fill those shoes and I'll be less kooky about it. And it was basically asked of her, like, why hasn't the ethics committee done anything with this piece of shit, Ilhan Omar? Like, what is going on here? Like, the fraud, just the fraud alone, the immigration fraud alone. Like, why aren't we seeing her immigration records? If she's clean and pure as the wind driven snow and came here legally and there's no issues, then we should be able to see her immigration papers, right? Well, Nancy Mace said, oh, guess who's blocking it? You'll never guess. Roll the clip.
Stand on the investigation into Ilhan Omar. Obviously, there's some, questions regarding her citizenship. She's been referred to the ethics committee. Can we trust the ethics committee to actually be ethical and do the right thing?
Well, what's happened so far? Like, really, I think the remark is always let the process play out, right? That's what they always say, and nothing never happens. I tried to subpoena her immigration records, her husband's immigration records, and it was Republicans that killed my motion.
Yeah, and what's going on with that? Do you have any more insight you can share on that front?
As far as I know, nothing's going on, and nothing will go on. And that's Congress for you, because both sides protect the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So yeah, with friends like these. And then over in Minnesota, where she's from, which is, remember when we were kids and Minnesota was like full of Swedes and Vikings and Dutch and Danish people. Are Dutch and Danish the same thing? No. The good Scandinavian stock, and now it's like little Mogadishu in half the damn state, and it's absolutely disgusting. Which again is why these people need to be remigrated and get them the hell out of our country, because they're not assimilating and they have no desire to assimilate. But anyway, Ilhan Omar is of course a congressman, because of course she is. And she last week revised her net worth down. She was like, you guys, I know that I went from negative $65,000, and me and my white savior husband Timmy, who was also my political consultant, who I was paying $250,000 a year, and we were like totally screwing. And then we got married, and our net worth went to like $30 million. I know that you were like scratching your heads. You're like, how did that happen, Ilhan? But don't worry, it was just an accounting error. It was a whoopsie, basically. Well, the Minnesota House, or the Minnesota legislature, is like, yeah, that explanation doesn't work for us, Ilhan. So there was this group called Feeding Our Future, which she has hijab up to her hijab in the fraud in Feeding Our Future, which basically funneled hundreds of millions of dollars into various Democrats and Somali pirates' bank accounts instead of giving it to the kids. And so Ilhan Omar was asked to turn over the records, and like anybody would who's completely innocent, she said, I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a no from me, dog. And so the Minnesota legislator was like, well, we're going to subpoena this heifer, and we're going to get her in front of this committee and get her to tell us, like, where's the money, Ilhan? And y'all, these piece of shit Democrats on this panel, it had to have a 2/3 vote, basically a 60% vote, something like that. Well, 3 Democrats decided, nah, we're not going to have her come and talk to us because what's a little fraud among black Muslim females? I mean, she check. She's got the 3 protective classes, guys. Like, we're not going to call this lady into account for anything because she's black, she's female, and she's Muslim, okay? So she gets a free pass all day long. Y'all, if nothing happens to this heifer, like, we truly have no justice system. Like, we're cooked beyond cooked, and we might as well just, you know, let America go the way of Europe, because it is going to be a free-for-all with the Muslims and the fraud and all the things that they are doing. And if this woman is not held accountable by the Department of Justice, then the system really is broken, because this woman has fraud stamped on her forehead. All right, speaking of things that get my goat up, before I leave the video, you guys, I have a true first world girl problem, okay? So last week, I think I told y'all I had used this Crea clip and I cut like an inch off my hair, or I thought it was an inch. It was more like 2 inches. And then the other day I got a bright idea that I thought Fred should maybe take 1 more inch off. No! And he did. And I hate the length of my hair right now very much. And I'm basically going to tell my girl Katarina, don't touch this hair until Christmas. We're going to let it grow 3 inches and then you can cut it again. But y'all, I grew my hair out for such a long time and then I just let it go. I just destroyed it, and I'm really, really mad at myself that I did that. Not mad at Fred. I asked Fred to cut it, and this is the result. So he's like, it looks cute. I'm like, I don't want it to look cute. I like it long. So anyway, it's not Fred's fault. It's my fault, and I'm a dummy. All right, that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Please let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, comment, hype, do all the things. And remember to keep kicking ass and taking names, and to always let thy will be done. Peace.